As far as Atmanirbhar in coal is concerned, we have already worked out a plan. One side, the strategic PSU, that is Coal India, we have given them target of 1 billion by 23-24, and also the remaining shortfall around 300 to 400 million ton, that we want to get it produced through private sector. That's why in a most transparent and also most industry friendly and also the revenue sharing also. I mean, both win-win situation, keeping the win-win situation in the mind for both the concerned state government and for the industry, so that they can invest investment friendly environment. Keeping that in mind, we have worked out, and 41 blocks have been now put in for the auction, and there are some small issues regarding some of the blocks, and we, in consultation with the state government, we may replace them also. But with all these things, and I am quite confident that there will be there is a good response after putting it on the website, platform. There is a good response. We are receiving 329 people have registered, and more than 26 tender documents have been already sold, and 10 people have shown the interest to visit the mines. These are all the very positive initial trends, and I am quite confident that 1 billion ton from Coal India and 300 to 400 million ton from the private sector, all this put together, India will become Atmanirbhar as per the direction and the wish of the Prime Minister by 23-24, and investment will start in another 6 to 7 months in a phased manner.
Minister, sir, if I can also ask you this one question. I know it's early days. In fact, the commercial mining, the first auction for that was inaugurated by the Prime Minister himself. It was a mega virtual event where we literally had the who's who, you know, whether it was Mr. N. Chandra from Tata Sons or whether it was Anil Agarwal from Vedanta Group. But sir, can I ask you that when you have had these registrations, when you've had the purchase of the tender documents, can you share with us the kind of interest, the quality of the companies that are coming forth, sir? If you can share some names for us. Are they all Indian? Are you also seeing global companies?
Whatever you said last sentence is global players. There are global players who have shown the interest, and also domestic player also in a quite good number, they have shown the interest. As far as if I can tell you about, we have just selected the coal blocks just as per our whims and fancy. When we thought of going ahead with the commercial coal block auction, we had put all the blocks available on the website, and we have crowdsourced it. Wherever there is a good interest from both domestic and international players, only those blocks we have put for the auction, and minimum 5 people have shown the interest, and a maximum up to 15 people in some blocks, some major blocks, 15 people have shown the interest. That's why I am quite confident there will be competition, and also there will be good response, and there will be also good production, because there are very serious players into this. And since we have already made a provision as far as coal liquefaction, gasification, coal bed methane also, some incentive also we have provided in that, and that's why naturally that will become, to an extent, it will become a clean fuel. Keeping all these in mind, even foreign players also interested in this, and I am expecting very good investment, minimum of 33,000 crores in the first tranche, and depending on this first tranche, immediately we will go for the second tranche also.
So can you share with the viewers of ET now the kind of global players are we talking about? Can you share any names with us?
Naturally, you know, I can't publicly name it, because whoever participant, it is a tender document. I can't do that, but I can only say there are international players, there are domestic players, and very good response. I can tell you already 329 people have registered. I have already told you, I think, and more than 26 tender documents have been sold with 5 lakh rupees each. This is a very, this itself appears to be a very good response in just 1 week. And I am quite confident that because of the policies of the Modi government, this first tranche will be very, very successful. Our best response in the coal history of the India.
Absolutely right, sir. It is a very bold reform, with the work starting almost a year ago. It has now become a reality. Like I said, the Prime Minister himself inaugurated the auction. Mr. Joshi, if I could also ask you one other question, which is that, so far, coal has been seen as a monopoly of Coal India. What is going to be the future of Coal India?
Coal India future is very, very bright, well secured, and there is absolutely no question of either destabilizing or disinvestment, something like that. Honorable Finance Minister, under the direction of Prime Minister, very categorically announced that there will be minimum one public sector in a strategic sector. This is one of the very important strategic sector, coal, because power is strategic. Since power is strategic, coal is also strategic. This is a very quite obvious what we are looking at it. So there is no question of any such thing. Coal India's future is bright. I have given the target of 1 billion ton, that is 1,000 million ton by 23-24. To achieve that, we are investing in Coal India, and the government is promoting Coal India and supporting Coal India. And I am quite confident that with this target, Coal India will become quite stronger. And basically, we should try to understand one thing according to me. See, whatever demand is there, around 700 million tons, whatever is coming out, now production is coming out of that around 600 odd is from the Coal India. And this year, if they do it, our target is 700 because of COVID and other things. If demand comes down, then even if you do 650 and others will contribute 100, 150. In a phased manner, even if you add 300 to 400 million ton, by 23-24 it is estimated around 1300 to 1400 million ton of the coal is required for the country. And if Coal India, even if it produces 1 billion also, where do you get from the shortfall of 300 to 400 million ton? Even if you consider 100 million is not replaceable, not substitutable, what about the 300 million ton? Whether we should import still even at that time? My only appeal to everybody is that now it is the time that we should start digging out our coal so that import should be stopped. This is the mantra of Prime Minister, and we are trying to take in that direction.
So, sir, you've given us a very big headline. There's going to be absolutely no question of privatization of Coal India. It is far too important. It plays a strategic role. But, sir, the government of India's stake, as we speak, in Coal India is above 70%. The Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, and her predecessor, the late Mr. Arun Jaitley, have said in the past that we can always bring down government stake in public sector undertakings and still maintain control. Is that something you would be in favor of Coal India? Reduce it from the 70% plus, and it is a very liquid share. The central exchequer makes money. You can use it to pump prime the economy, to give back to society. From that perspective, can Coal India be a disinvestment target?
There is no such thing on agenda. There is absolutely no chance. We want that the government should continue the dominant role as far as Coal India is concerned, and Coal India should be a dominant role in coal sector. Our thinking and approach is very clear, because it is a strategic sector. We don't want to do anything on that. And as I have already told, we want to Coal India to be strengthened to the best possible way.
Sir, can I also ask you the new revenue sharing model, which we are now going to see in the coal sector? We have seen it in the oil and gas sector when, the oil and gas fields were auctioned in the early 2000s. Can you tell us how exactly this revenue sharing model is going to work, what it's going to mean for the government of India?
Revenue sharing model, see, previous model was on net present value. Rupees per ton was the thinking, minimum 150 rupees was there. See, whatever may be the prices, you may sell it or you may consume it, but you have to pay 150 rupees minimum price. If in auction, if it is more, then it is different. But now we have changed. Now the major change is, it is revenue share model. He will quote in percentage. If we are creating a coal index, and if coal index comes down, coal prices comes down, then he will pay less. If coal prices goes up, then he will pay more. What was previous issue was, whatever may be the coal prices, he used to pay 150 rupees. If coal prices goes up, then also he used to pay 150 rupees. If coal prices come down, then also he has to pay 150 rupees. So there was a confusion, and also there is a pressure on the investors. Now if coal prices go up, he will pay more. If coal prices come down, he will pay less. This is a win-win situation for the both investor and to the government. So in this, naturally there will be one safety measure for the investor also, and for government also. If prices go up, government will also get more. That is state government I am speaking. So this is the best approach, and we have already floated it. There is a very good response, and even not only with this, we have worked out an upfront payment which used to be permanently paid to the state government. Now we have made it adjustable in premium. This is also one of the very good attractive point in this.
Absolutely, you would have to have market forces at play, sir, especially when you're talking of an auction regime, you're inviting the private sector from India as well as overseas. But sir, isn't one of the bigger problems also that the power generation companies in India are not profitable, they're loss making? For example, look at Coal India, it's already owed, I think, north of 18,000 crore rupees by the power generation companies. Won't that problem also have to be fixed? Because, in most of the discoms, supply electricity at subsidized rate.
See, there is a need to reform the discoms. This is what I understand. It's more than this. Whatever is said to be, it should be told by Ministry of Power. But what I can say is, the discoms, they are not in a good shape because of the so many policies issues in the so many state government that has to be addressed. And as a central government, under the direction of Prime Minister, as far as I know, that is they are trying to tackle it. But Coal India's whatever dues are there, 90,000 crores package is given to the discoms. Within that, Coal India should get whatever we are due, that we should get it, and I have already requested the Power Minister to look into this, and out of that package, ultimately discoms are given money for the, since they are not realizing it, then some major portion of this is realized to this 90,000 crore package. Coal India should also obviously get its due.
Okay, so I think it is work in progress. We have been told by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman that there are going to be many more economic packages. So I'm going to make this my last question. You alluded to this, that obviously because of the lockdown, there have been an impact on Coal India's production. So has it bounced back to the pre-lockdown levels? If not, by when can we expect it? Because, I'm sure with the lockdown, there would have been less demand as well for coal.
Unlock 2, I think it will be very sooner it will come. So as soon as Unlock 2 comes, I am quite hopeful demand will surge and Coal India will rise to the situation and we will work whatever needed to be done and we will do it. And at the same time, I am quite confident Indian economy will surge and it will jump, it will bounce back, and once economy bounce back, naturally power demand will be quite high. I am quite confident that it will reach pre-COVID level very shortly.